Hello, everyone. Um, Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be part 3 of the medium, assuming the game doesn't crash every time I try and load it like last time. Um, you may hear the occasional background noise. We have a kitten who is currently asleep, but I'm sure that won't last. Um, so last time we played, we beat Richard's level, and sent him somewhere. And now we're off to the Red House. So we've just been dumped unceremoniously into the forest. Also, apologies for the muffled microphone sound. It is the official PlayStation headset, and that's just how it sounds apparently. Yeah, so we've just finished off a level from Thomas's perspective, and now we're on to trying to find out why Marianne was here in the past. Slash, if Marianne was here in the past, I guess. And I really need to turn on my headset a little bit. Okay, now we can continue. I might regret that later, but just now there's so little sound I need something. What's over here? A postcard. Hello, my sunshine. Working hard as always. Mr. Rekovich says there won't be any more guests coming, but that's alright. Still plenty I can help him with. I just wish it was quiet. Why won't it stop talking? I really wish I could see you. F. I don't know why when I said F my voice disappeared, but it did. F. Oh, and we have an echo.
How is he? No, don't put him on. I'm still at work. Just tell me if he's okay. All right. Tell him I'll be back soon.
This one felt subdued, like if someone lit a match in a giant freezer.
I mean, lighting a match in a giant freezer is... It must be something she's done before, if she can relate to it, right? That's true. She did grow up in a body hole. I mean, a funeral home. They had a big morgue, okay? And yes, I know I'm not funny. Give me time. Okay, now we're going off into the woods. Reclaiming history. The nearby 19th century fort, a place of great historical significance, will soon be renovated and reopened to the public. Renovations are expected to be completed by 1983. I'm not sure what went past the screen there. Just a light over there. But there doesn't seem to be anything else to see. Oh, that's because I'm using Insight. That's why the controller's shaking.
Wait, go back.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. My darling, have I ever mentioned Mr. Rekovich's daughter, Liliane? She turned 16 today. Poor thing couldn't even have a proper birthday, 'cause that sickness she got. Anyway, it reminded me of our Anna. Hers is next month, isn't it? I wish I could be there, but Mr. Rekovich needs me here. Gotta stay, gotta help him out, like he helped me. Love you. You saw something? What?
Up a bit? There. There's something hanging on the fridge.
Oh.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I can't believe I didn't see that. Thank you for the hint, Lily. Here's the real question, though. If I was to use insight mode and then show the control to the cat, would the cat think it was purring?
Sleeping.
Okay, what have we got
It
here?
sounded familiar somehow. Something from my early childhood, maybe?
Let's go to the
Was it
rare
even
tree
a
exhibit.
place? Or something else entirely?
Oh, the torch is flickering. No, it doesn't seem to be anything on the tree. It's all reacting like I should be able to find something. Like, it's making, like, weird noises and, like, air raid sirens and...
Like they in the top.
Nope. No camera control. Am I missing something? Yeah, it goes mad around that tree, but if I go forwards, it stops going mad. Surely there should be something there. Let's see what's this way. There is something. Another postcard. My dearest, it's getting harder and harder to ignore it. Worst of all, it's starting to make sense. That girl, that poor girl, locked up like an animal. No child should live like this. Is she really that sick? Mr. Rekovich says it's for her own good, but I'm starting to wonder. I wish I could see you again. I love you so much. Yours, F. F. Oh, sorry. Sorry, baby cat. Did that sound like I was hissing? Eh? Okay, note to self. Don't make that noise. The cat does not appreciate it. Yeah, so everything goes mad here, but it doesn't seem like there's anything to find.
Maybe with open. Open on it.
Like, you would expect there to be at least some sort of note about it or something. Well, there you go. It's a mystery. Did it say anything online? The soundscape's quite intense for this bit. Nope, just seems to be flickery tree time for some reason. Maybe I'll never understand. Okay, I get it. I think it's a reference to Blair Witch Project. That's why there's the stick thing hanging from the tree. Apparently it's all references, these ones. Hey kitten, you probably shouldn't watch this game. It's rated 18, I'm pretty sure. Hello, viewers, once again. Anyone who's just joined, we're on our way to the Red House to hopefully, potentially, find out why she's been in this place before. And I'm also just keeping an eye out for things. We've just passed by a weird flickering tree.
Another one. It looks like it rotted from the inside.
Yeah, we found a Blair Witch reference a minute ago. Ah, now the rain starts. A crow?
These animals.
More
they
dead
look
animals?
used up. Like something sucked the life out of them.
Oh, and a cutscene. It would seem. Could it be a doggo? Or a bear?
Oh! You scared the shit out of me, little buddy. What you got there? Oh, hey! Wait!
Wonder if it comes along on an adventure with us. Fistula River in the camping spot. What if I ignore the dog and go this way? No, nothing. Just. Oh. Ah. It's me. It has to be me. She's down there, alone and scared. I can hear her all the time now. She whispers. She yells. Let me out. I would speak louder and give us some dramatic flair, but I don't want to wake up the sleeping cat, so let me out. He doesn't understand. He doesn't want to understand. Maybe he's not who I thought he was. I have to show him. F. That's F for pizza. Okay, let's follow the dog and find out what we're looking for here.
So,
I assume
there
the
I
owner of the
was,
shoe.
following my new best friend, hoping he wasn't as lost as I was. I remember thinking he could lead me to his owner. In a way, I guess he did.
That's a good question. How did the postcard survive? Maybe someone was placing them freshly after she arrived.
Shaving tools, towels, grease. Everything an elegant Sasquatch needs. What's wrong, buddy?
The dog is the postcard master.
Oh, let's see what we got here.
Dog
Yummy.
food. Wonder if I can actually feed the dog. Oh, I
There
can.
we go. Eat up, champ.
Oh. How was that, bud?
What is it, boy? You want to show me something?
I assume there's nothing to see.
Hold on, boy.
Oh, actually, there's
Just need
something
to
else
check
over
something.
here.
Oh,
this?
it's just clothes. Left out to dry in the middle of the woods. I know, right?
Nothing else to see on that side, it was like. So someone's been living out here rough by the look of things. Rough.
You catch a scent? Hey!
Oh, he didn't actually run off.
Anyone in there?
Oh, okay.
What's wrong, boy? Is someone in there?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hello?
I wish I could see you again. I miss you so much. Why did I stay? Why did I let it out? They're all dead. Because of me.
What the hell?
And I'm still here. I shouldn't be.
Hey! You alright in there?
You shouldn't be here. I can see you. And that means it can see you too.
Spooky. Okay. I assume this is F.
Oh, of course. What else did you expect, Marianne?
She expected 5-star hotel stuff. My love, you'll never guess what showed up my tent. Illegible. Office today. My tent office. I'll give you a hint. He has 4 paws, a furry tail, and loves scraps and being scratched behind the ear. It's my brother. You know me, I usually wouldn't take in a stray, but the poor flea bag doesn't seem to have anyone else. Once I get him nice and fed, I'll bring him over sometime. The kids will love him. I mean, he's a very friendly dog, so I'll give him that.
Still warm.
Feels like this man was alive until very recently. Alive long enough for his dog to come and ask for help anyway. Okay, I think there's nothing else to find in the camp. And I can't pat the dog, so that's a shame.
I think that's him. After they closed down the resort, did he just stay behind?
Oh, he
What is
scratched
it,
out all
boy?
the faces.
Was he your friend?
Did he maybe scratch out each one as they died? Oh, I got a trophy. Find all Frank's postcards. All I wanted was for her to see the sun. I'm so sorry.
He looks drained. Rotted out from within. Just like those animals I saw earlier.
He seems a bit dead. What is it, Doc Powell?
What is it? Oh, God. It's that thing again.
No, Doggo.
No!
Don't run
Stay!
towards it. I wanted you to be my Huey. Come back.
I warned you, but then I outgrew him.
Oh, so the monster's the one that's rotting the people. To be fair, an invisible monster would be pretty terrifying. Even more so than a visible one.
Special girl.
Stay the fuck away from me!
Let me try you on.
Broken record.
Yeah, if I'm speaking to the side, it's usually the kitten. Oh, he's gonna catch me because I paused. Oh, he's so close. That's not good.
Don't run.
The cat's just looking at the controller.
My little skin suit.
Yeah, our kitten Astra has only been with us since Friday evening, so she's still pretty scared of a lot of things. I think this is the first time that Marianne's actually had a run cycle that looks like she's wanted to go fast.
Don't leave me here.
Ah, good thing the bridge fell apart.
Did I lose it? Is it gone?
Okay, now that we've run away from the monster, this is the fort from that signpost. She's just eyeing up the controller. It's a weird animal I have in my hands, it just buzzes. The haptic feedback in this game is pretty decent, actually. It doesn't feel like it has the most worthwhile uses, but it's satisfying. It's not too weak. Okay, there's nothing to find around here. And that looks like they were meant to go. I guess I'll just go for it. Ah, some good old-fashioned Tomb Raider 1 balancing.
What?
Is that Jack?
Who's there?
Her adoptive father.
No risk.
This isn't real. It can't be. Jack?
There's something through here. I'm stuck in the wall. It is
that?
his tie.
No. It can't be.
And I'm stuck in the wall again. I mean, the control scheme for this game is pretty decent, but if she has quite a wide turning arc. It really does feel a bit like a older horror game in some respects. So, do we reckon it's just the monster taunting her? I think it might be.
You're not him. You're not him.
Oh, I didn't see what was written on the wall.
Go back.
Nothing. Oh no, there's a word there. It could be Polish though. It's not easily accessible. They would not pass European accessibility guidance with that. Lol, I activated cold and filter. Okay, let's have a look then.
Where have you sent me?
I've helped you pass on.
I shouldn't be here, Marianne. It's all your fault.
I think he might just be angry because he needed a throat sweep before he went.
Too late, Marianne. It's all over.
That was definitely her picture though. And now the light's going ballistic again. Which I thought meant there was something. Last time I played this section when we were running away from the monster, I ran straight into him, I'm pretty sure. The subtitle said delighted Screech. That was delighted.
Move your ass.
Okay, we can go behind it. Oh no, I can't. I need to pull it back further. Okay, there we go. Now I can go past it. Oh, we still have the bolt cutters. There's a rarity in horror games. Holding on to an item for use in a later level. Has anyone in the chat played Clock Tower 3? Because the way that the enemies work in that game is quite similar to this, with the exception of you can't just throw holy water in their face and buy yourself a couple of minutes. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna grab a drink. Maybe this will help my throat. I can give better commentary, huh? Okay. Cat settled. I'm settled. Time to unsettle myself. Okay, what have we got here?
Wonder if it still works. Of course it doesn't. I think it's out of gas.
Okay, so
Locked
we have
down
an
tight.
empty generator
I think there's
and
a lever missing.
something that needs a lever. So we're basically playing Resident Evil 1 here. Pardon me, got hiccups now. Okay, we've got the gas. Or the petrol, or whatever it is. And now, to climb up, I guess. Let's explore this fort.
Come on, Bolt. Don't fail me now.
Wait, did she call?
That was loud.
Oh wait, yeah, cutters. Bolt cutters. I forgot she made that joke, but actually they referred back to it. I like that. That's charming. That's how you write a fun script. don't know how long I can hold my breath for. Oh, does he just stand there forever? Fine. I'll just walk over you then.
I can hear you up there.
You can. I'm not making any sound. The game just decided I should be falling over there for a second. No, stop falling, Marianne. I'm holding forwards. Not touching another direction at all. Okay, and now this one. Like, why doesn't the monster just break these? Then he could eat me easily, or inhabit me easily, or whatever the heck he wants to do. I suppose it's like reverse eating. Being consumed by. Why does she keep wobbling and like she's gonna fall over? What am I doing wrong here? Maybe. I don't want to play with you. You're weird. Uh-oh, I should have not been holding my breath until I alerted him. Don't breathe out, Marianne. Breathe in. Hold breath. Go. There. We go over here.
There. That's my way out. Not with that thing in my way.
She's talking like how I talk. And there's a stream going on. Way too quiet.
Did you send him here? Why? He must have done something really nasty. Did he not? Must be bad, Daddy.
How did the monster get this information about her? I'm guessing it's just freely available in the spirit world. Ah, here's our lever.
At least this could come in handy. Is that what you're afraid of?
Okay, so he's afraid of electricity. I do like the way the game describes the sounds. Okay. Now we can go over here, add the gas. And turn it on. And then open the door.
Fits.
Okay, but what's the generator for?
Okay. The gate's open. Now let's get rid of that fucking thing.
I see. He's happy to see me.
You are.
Okay. It's still down there. Let's do something about it.
Come to me.
Let's blow it up.
Shut your fucking mouth! fucking bitch! God, I hope this is over.
I mean, it was a fairly satisfying way to make him disappear. But I wonder if he's gone for good, or if he's just going to come back. With a game that has so much focus on one monster, I assume he's going to come back. Right. So I'm assuming that we're getting close to the red house now.
What is that? Sounds like...
Ooh, a cutscene. Ooh, a multi-world cutscene. Oh, it's Sadness. Or Lily, I guess.
Sadness? Sadness, is that you?
Hi, Marianne. Did you find what you were looking for?
I was hoping you could tell me. Sadness,
I love the scenery in the other world. It's
I need
pretty
you
weird.
to focus. Think back to as far as you can remember. What do you see?
Is this a game?
I'm afraid not, hon.
She should have said yes.
This is important. Listen. I know what Richard did. Was he the one keeping you here?
Marianne!
It's okay. I've sent him away. He's gone forever. Lily.
Lily? Lily.
That used to be your name. Do you remember? All that's happened. Your father. You remember him?
I remember. Mommy. Oh, she was so pretty. But so sad. Just like you.
It must be nice to remember your mommy. I never met my parents. We were in an accident when I was very little. I was the only one who made it. It was really lonely without them.
I know what that's like. Ever since my friends. This is a lonely place, Marianne. I shouldn't be here.
Maybe you'd be better off somewhere else. Maybe I could...
Send me away? No, Marianne. I can't leave. Not yet.
But why? Aren't you afraid of the monster?
I am. But it doesn't need me anymore. It wants you. And when it breaks you, when it puts you on, it'll finally be able to leave this place. But it will never be full. It will never stop killing.
Then let me send you away. So we can both leave. Now that you remember who you are, I can...
No, Marianne. It's not just about me. to remember. The dream. The fire. The red house.
What?
Why did the cameras move at
Wait.
different speeds? That was
What
confusing.
is the red house?
You were there, Marianne. With me. You were always with me.
So she
so
was here
sorry.
when Sadness was here. Guess that makes sense.
Lily? Oh, shit.
I like the way the red house looks in the spirit world.
Gone. Just when I thought I could finally send her away. Thomas? I really hope you're still out here. Because I'm running out of options.
Thomas is gonus. A wheel with an echo. It's a wheelchair wheel.
It's just you and me. We're gonna have a nice chat. Hey. Hey! He really messed you up, didn't he? In ways no one else could.
He tried to get to Richard, too. Didn't realize he was no longer there.
So I don't think that voice was Thomas. Cigarette pack.
Now here's a hard-working man who could probably use a well-deserved smoke. It's Francis, right?
Excuse me, but, who are you exactly?
Oh, just a guy looking to do the right thing. I imagine some would call me a patriot. Are you a patriot, Francis?
Patriot, huh? I imagine others would call you something else entirely.
Da, comrade. She is right. I guess that's what she meant by that. I know, but, it was, a Soviet Asian, no? Because it was set, like, just after the war. Oh, well, I guess I can't do anything up here. Why can't I climb it then? Oh wait, that's why I can climb it. I can do something in the spirit world. I'm not even looking in both viewpoints. Rookie hour. Ah, okay. There's a tower grid up here. Why did I bother climbing that down? I could just literally have gone back into my body. Okay. Looks like there's some spirit energy down here, but it's not very strong yet. Yeah, it's missing something.
The spark's too weak to absorb. It's like it's missing something.
Okay. There's a big empty area next to the house. And there's nothing in it. Okay, let's go into the screaming garage.
Are you
What's
looking
this
for this
echo?
little girl?
I'm sorry, but, Father doesn't like it when I talk to strangers.
Smart man. He's the manager around here, right? Would you happen to know where he is? I'd love to have a word with him.
Go away! Or I'll scream!
Clever girl.
Was that Sadness as well? Kind of sounded like her. Interacting with this other person, this other party.
Thomas. You were here. This was your place. What the hell happened here?
A tape recorder. And another echo.
July 27th, 1983. The Gemini case. The investigation is moving along, but think Rekovich is starting to suspect something. Need to move fast. Tonight's the night.
So they knew about Thomas. But how much, exactly? And...
Okay. So,
oh, hey.
this place is
eunuch.
dense with information.
Someone's got good taste.
It's quite a cool bike. Okay, we have an echo somewhere here. Ah, it's in the suitcase.
You're one to talk. This was your bright idea. No, they're already on to us. That son of a bitch is one of them. I can feel it.
Okay, that's Thomas's voice.
Fine, we'll make sure. Come on. It's almost on.
One of them? Who are you running from, Thomas?
And why? Not just who, but why? Or in Scotland, how?
This looks like it could lift a pound or two.
Okay, so I can't go through that in the real world. Ah, here's the doll. That'll be to get me the power. And the hard to be.
There's something under that engine.
Ah, okay. I had to raise the engine
If
to
only I
get
could
the
lift it some.
thing. What happened to just the spirit rolls? Does this go further? No. But I can go outside from here.
Daddy, look.
Is there anything else out here in the spirit world? I mean, I can go right up to the house. But I guess I can't do anything there until the real her is there. So let's put the doll down. Grab some spirit power. Climb up. Climb in. And zap this.
There we go.
Okay, now we have cover. So let's lift up the thing, get the door open, and see what happens next.
Shit. The thing's unstable. I can't keep it running for too long.
Oh, I see. I need to do this in a longer out-of-body experience. Does I have enough power to do a spirit blast again? Maybe. Because I can go around this way. Okay, I've got just enough to do the blast.
There we go.
Okay, then we'll start the engine. And then grab the lever and hope that we don't die. There we go. So, if we open this, I wonder, do we go straight to the house or does something happen?
Was this?
Okay,
red
we can
house.
just continue to the house. Cool.
It was then I knew. This was the place. The answers were right in front of me, buried among the ashes. There's gotta be something left.
I mean, this is the place where she got her burns, I assume.
The spirit of this place. It never stopped burning.
Think you're tough. When you hear them squeal, can smell their bodies burning. You tell me everything. You beg me to listen.
God. There were children inside. Was she? Was I?
Well, this guy seems quite monstrous. Is there anything else to find out here? Other than where the spirit path was taking me? No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, let's do it in order.
Goddamn freaks. You think you're so special? You burn just like the rest of us.
Jesus. Who the fuck is that guy?
He's the cooker of children, apparently. Oh, okay. Something on the ground here. Oh, and a cutscene.
Go on, Mum.
Okay, we're Thomas again.
Okay, let's see who you really are. You fuck. Locked up tight, huh? You wanna give it a go? Be my guest. Nah, this one's all yours. I like to think I'm more of the brains of the operation. Yeah, I got an idea. Why don't we... or that. Yeah, word too, I guess. Right. What do we have here? Fuck. I knew he was trouble. Security service. That little shit.
That's no way to talk about a government agent, comrade.
He's a mean man. He got the jump on you there, Thomas.
Wake up, comrade. Socialism ain't gonna build itself.
Fuck. You don't know who you're messing with, kid.
Oh, but I do. I've spent a lot of time getting to know you, Thomas. In fact, you're kind of a pet project of mine.
Oh, yeah? What's my Speedo size?
Funny guy. Oh, I love this one. You like it too, comrade?
Fuck you.
Let's play a game. It's called What Makes Thomas Tick? So, the Nazis found you in Warsaw when you were, what, 3 years old? Oh, they were gonna kill you, but they didn't. No, they saw your potential and wanted to harness it. But then, poof, the war's over. In comes the heroic Red Army, and
They locked me up for years. Fucking savages.
they do important scientific research. Find out what it is that makes you special. And what is that exactly?
Ask your mom.
You enjoy it, don't you? Hurting people like those scientists. What were you? 18? I saw the photographs. I know how to make a man hurt, but I gotta say, I was impressed.
Stick around. I'll give you a live demonstration.
And there you were, free at last, but always on the run. And look at you, you almost made it. But you had to use this power of yours again. And on who? On your best friend, Richard.
You had it coming.
Yes, I know you wanted revenge, I understand. I would do anything for my child, too. Whatever it takes.
Leave my children out of this.
Children. Yes. How much pain would you endure to keep them safe? What would you sacrifice for them? Your freedom, maybe?
Let me go, you piece of shit!
That's what I thought.
No, I'm definitely on Thomas's
I'll
side
let
in
you
this
go.
conflict.
But first, I want you to tell me all
This seems like a nasty man.
about these powers of yours.
Then earn it! Come on! Enough of this sissy shit! Hit me!
I thought you'd never ask. Get some rest, Thomas. The next time you wake up, the real pain begins. Wake up, sleepyhead. Time's running out.
What did you do?
Here. See yourself.
No! You sick fuck! Let me out of here! Let me out!
They're still in there, Thomas. Will you show me now?
I will, Conrad. Whatever it takes.
What I don't understand is why Thomas just didn't do this straight away to defend himself, because, like, I mean, I suppose it would alert the other government agents that they've definitely found the right guy.
Fucking finally. I thought he'd never give us a chance. Okay, gotta move fast. Thankfully, this place has a way of messing with the time flow. I still got a chance to save them.
Okay.
All work and no play, are you, Henry? All right.
This is the first time we've heard
Let's
Henry's
see what
name.
makes you
Feels like it is.
No way across. Guess I'll just make my own.
Okay.
Fuck.
There's something big and angry in here.
Not alone in here.
Some masterful set design there. Doing only a little bit of show. So the monster's still pretty unexplained. So it looks like he must have worked in, I mean, he's a government agent, right? So he looks like he had a lot of paperwork and filing to do. Seems to be what his brain is made of. Or his spirit is made of, I guess. Interrogation room.
There you are. At least the part of you I'm after.
Okay. He always goes after the child part of their mind. Maybe him and Richard weren't so different. So we have a record and a case file. Butcher. Jacob Wilk. Suspected of theft, fraud, and illegal raid. Might as well just read them all wrong if I'm going to start that way. Henry Wilk, Senior Constable.
Do you know why you're here?
I'm not playing your games, Henry.
Don't call me that. The agency was led to believe you've been stealing meat from the working people of the Republic.
Where would they get that idea, I wonder?
You've been a very bad boy.
Let's just get this over with.
Given your line of work, you had ample opportunity to commit your crime. It is a crime against the people. Punishable by death. Anything to say in your defense?
I'm sorry, Henry.
So he got his own dad convicted. He seems to be a very loyal government agent. Yeah, or that, I guess. Okay, what's going on through here? I wonder what the monster in his brain is. I keep saying brain. I've played a bit of Psychonauts, and now everything is brains instead of spirit. Ah. It's a liquor from Resident Evil with extra arms. It's a bit like Persona 5. You're entering people's mind palaces with your very forceful spirit person.
Shit.
A butcher's? Is this because of his dad being the butcher? Ration stamps. Reminds me a bit of the imagery in the Evil Within 1. But without a stupid letterbox screen. Okay.
I know you're here.
Okay.
You've been a very bad boy.
So I have to sneak.
Where? There you are!
Oh. Well, I didn't sneak very successfully there.
I know you're here. You've been a very bad boy. Come here!
Can I even get through it without being seen? I'm not even sure.
Don't you hide from me, bad boy!
I'm guessing his father was abusive. Seems to be a running theme in this.
Come here!
This meat doesn't look like you should
I
be eating.
know you're here. You've been a very bad boy.
This one's a bit easier to avoid. Maybe I'm just too impatient.
Bad boy!
Ah, no, he still saw me. He saw my toes. Okay, that moves the pigs. And the father doesn't appear to be appearing again, which is good. I'd rather not get caught and have to go back. It's surprisingly hard to get game overs in this. That's why I was thinking it's a bit more like a crazy sort of narrative adventure game that would usually be point and click. Also, those chains are made of jelly. There's nothing wrong with a jelly chain. I like all the strong lighting and stuff, but it feels a bit like Control with all the red. Okay, what have we here? Anything of importance? A knife. So I think his dad must have forced him to do butchering even though he didn't really want to. And then his dad was stealing or something, so he became a government person instead of staying in the business.
Where are you?
I'm here. I'm here. Oh, okay. He didn't appear again. Just the one. Okay, I think we can escape from this room now. We can. The soundscape in the medium is very good. It's got quite a lot of complexity.
Good.
Ah yes, my favourite kind of interrogation room.
See how easy it is when you do as you're told?
Okay, so I have to go in here. There'll probably be some sort of key or something. Ministry of Eternal Affairs, Henry Wilk, Agent of the Security Service. Patriotism stronger than blood. Not often do we see patriotism of such quality as what was displayed during these past weeks by Senior Constable Henry Wilk. A security officer of the Civic Police, Wilk showed his commitment to building a righteous tomorrow of the people's public by rejecting the shackles of his criminal kinship. His daring investigation into the infamous meat scandal led to a number of arrests, including one Jacob Wilk, Henry's own father. The irregularities, apparently, uncovered by Officer Wilk included corruption, theft of high-quality meat products, and replacing them for lesser ones. Apart from Jacob Wilk, numerous other culprits have been apprehended, including 4 directors, socialised meat trade, and several store managers. The trial is commencing this Thursday, and if the accused are found guilty of their crimes, they will most likely face execution by hanging. When asked for comment, Officer Henry Wilk's response was simple. I only did what felt just. Truly the words of a patriot. Okay, we have the coffee, we have another radio thing. And we have another sound clip. Okay, what were they discussing this time?
Vilk, is it? Henry Vilk?
What's this about?
Straight to the point. No fear, no hesitation.
If you wanted me dead, I'd be dead already. So, what do you want?
I want to offer you a job.
I'm listening.
I've been doing this a long time. I've come to know people. See what makes them tick. See their potential.
Agreed. On one condition.
Huh?
The work I do for you, it stays at work.
That's the way we like it.
It has to. If it doesn't, I'm holding you accountable.
Welcome to the family.
This side.
Sorry guys, we're just making sure the kitten isn't going where she's not meant to go. She was trying to go behind the fridge, which we don't want. That's not a good idea.
That's the downside of working.
Now she's going to find all of the holes. Okay, so now we can continue, and I assume that if I look at the monitor, it's just the same as it was before. Yeah.
You want me to feel sorry for you, Henry? Let's see how that works out.
Okay. I love the run cycle. Kind of short and bouncy. It's a little bit goofy. More so in Thomas than it is in Marianne. So he has to do this fast in order to save his daughter, right? And I don't know, whoever else was in the red house at the time, I guess. Because Henry's a big smelly poopy butt. Hey Astra, what you doing? No, don't play with that. Hey, not that. Okay, if she can stop playing with the wires, we can continue. Hey, no. Hey, don't play with that. No. No. Come here. No. Okay, there we go. Sorry people, this is what we have to deal with because the kitten's only been with us for a couple of days. She will settle eventually.
You ever heard of Neva?
Special assignment for Major Henry Vilk. A person of interest has been found at Neva Wilker's result. I'm sorry, people. I should be able to read better than this. Near Krakow. Local investigators have reported a strange case involving the painter, classified. The person was found alive, but in the vegetative state. Foul play was suspected, but examination didn't show signs of brain trauma. Possible connection to the Gemini case. Consult the classified files. Keep it clean, keep it quiet. This is what we've been training you for. Note: I strongly recommend that you acquaint yourself with the Soviet scientist notes we acquired during Classified in 1950. You've been granted access to archives, entry #1138. This is for your eyes only, Vilk. Dig in. Report to your case officer for further briefing. Hey, kitty cat. You're nice and high up now, aren't you? Yeah, so when he attacked the painter, he gave himself away. The subject continues to manifest strong supernatural powers. He claims that another is talking to him, showing visions. Working theory. Suspected connection to blank, possibly established as the result of a near-death experience. More tests necessary to confirm the split theory. And I'm guessing we'll have to fight this monster at some point.
Fuck. Weird.
Today's session halted prematurely due to an incident in the test chamber. While administering prescribed substances, lead scientist Dr. Blank came into skin-to-skin contact with the subject. Blank was promptly hospitalized. Despite showing no signs of physical trauma, he fell into a vegetative state, from which he is yet to recover. Further sessions have been halted indefinitely. Yeah, so he was like zapping their powers, or not their powers. He was removing their cognitive function somehow. Hey, there's the monster. Hi, how's it going? I just like to say you've got beautiful skin. Reminder for today's scheduled session. Despite increased dosage, the subject remains extremely dangerous and needs to be restrained, both physically and mentally, for the duration of the test. Heightened security measures apply. Oh, and they did a little smiley at the end. Kind of reminds me of the opening of Elfenlied, when she's like all wrapped up in the weird chamber and everyone has to stay away.
Gotta watch my step.
Yeah, this is very Control in terms of its visual makeup, this level. I like it. Control was good. It's not an insult to say it looks a bit like Control. Okay.
Shit,
Do I have to
here he
wait
comes.
and then try and trap him?
Shit. Almost got me this time.
The answer is I don't think I had to. Oh yeah, we're looking for the little jail cell with the kid in it. Wherever that happens to be. Don't wobble, Thomas, you've got this.
Whoa.
I like how he seems to have more powers than Marianne. Like maybe he's had more time to get used to it. Or was just scarily powerful to begin with.
Where are you, you four-legged fuck?
Oh, but just look at him. He's
Can't
a
get me
beautiful...
up here, can you?
Don't taunt him.
There. Got you right where I wanted. Time to put you out of your misery. And stay the fuck down!
Ah, we have crushed our enemies. Time to continue. Wait, so he was in a wheelchair at one point, and his dad was weird looking. Ah, have I
I'm
found
going
him?
away tonight.
No.
Business trip. Short notice. Couldn't be helped.
Won't you say goodbye to him?
I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I have work on my mind.
I see.
And again, maybe I should. Do you think I should?
Whatever you wish, dear.
Simon? Where are you, boy?
A nice little scimitar there.
Dad?
Hey there, champ.
Are you going away again?
Daddy has to go to work. Once I get back...
of course.
we can
So
go fishing.
Henry
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
had a child as well.
I don't like it when you go.
I know.
Who's definitely voiced by the same person who did Sadness's voice.
It's good for all of us. You understand, don't you?
Yes, Father.
Uh-huh.
Sorry guys, gonna take a quick break, but I'll be right back. Hello. I'm just gonna unmute again. So,
Don't worry, kid.
crisis averted,
This'll all
for
be
or
over soon.
crisis under control, I guess. I believe we're about to find Henry in this rather ominous building. I wonder if it's based on a real building somewhere. Ah, okay. We found them. Alright, Hen.
This is it.
You made it. You're just in time.
That's right, kid. Just come to me. I'll put an end to it. I'll set you free.
No, it won't let us leave. The monster, it's...
Don't worry about the monster, kid. I'll deal with it. I'll put it down for good.
Not if it puts you down first.
What did you say? What the hell are you?
What is that?
What are you hoping to find here?
A guilty conscience?
A vulnerable child behind the monster? There is no child. There is only me.
Huh, so Henry's just a monster.
Your tricks won't work on me, old man!
Sweet. He was too late.
Lily? Marianne?
I see. Thomas is their father. And she is the sister of Lily. Hey, she's your sister. I like how in the real world she's resting on rocks, so in the spirit world she's just floating.
It's him. It was always him. Thomas.
Thomas is gone. You're too late, girl.
It's you.
I quite like its design, it's quite
You tried to kill us.
intimidating.
What did you do to her? What did you do to Lillian?
I was already dead. Your father made sure of that.
It's funny because they all know her, but she doesn't know them.
You didn't know. That's a good one. Little Marianne forgot her own daddy.
Then who was it? Who killed her? I saw her ghost. What happened to her?
It's me. Was it the nurse? The painter? The monster from under the bed? Maybe. Maybe. was her own papa.
What the hell are you talking about? He wanted to save us. To save her.
Maybe. In a way. That's exactly what he did.
Fucking madness.
This place. It reeks of it. Madness. Grief. And suffering. They're all around you. Just give it a sniff.
Then it's about time to clean it up. Once and for all.
What are you doing?
I'm sending you where you belong. Henry! Thomas Rekovich. My father. Was he the man on the pier? The man with the gun? The murderer from my dream? How could he? Why? I needed to know what happened after the fire. What happened to them? To me.
Okay. The game has dropped a lot of bombshells for the last 10-15 minutes. And I guess now we get to explore the Red House. This game has a weird thing where the characters are more convincing from a profile, like a side view, than a front view. It's a little bit amusing.
Okay, Marianne. Focus.
Okay,
This
so
was
there's
your
a
home.
otherworld
once.
mirror.
There's gotta be something here. All burnt up, but I can still make out some of it.
The butterfly effect.
Is that a dollhouse? How
No,
the hell
it's
did it
chicken
survive the
coop.
fire? Locked. Maybe there's a way to open it. A family
And
photo.
photos.
It's sad to see it like this. Left behind.
Okay. Anything else?
Another photo. Somehow it feels wrong to just leave them lying around.
Sorry, Marianne, skipping your dialogue. I can't stand the look she gives me. She hates her because of what happened to you. She thinks it's her fault, as if she did it on purpose. She's still too young, she needs time to understand, but sometimes I'm afraid. Afraid she'll do something to her. I keep telling myself she would never, but then again, I know better than anyone, everyone has their demons. A note from Thomas to someone? To himself, maybe?
I feel like I
and the
should
other
find
family
somewhere to
photo.
put it.
Okay, let's see if we can put them in order. Well, that one's definitely not the first. Okay, so tall and square, circle, and then portrait.
I think that's it. The Rekovich family history.
First they got married, then they had one daughter, and then they had two daughters, but the mother was dead.
All right. Let's see what's on the flip side of this place.
I think the mirror is weird. I don't think it's meant to be doing that. There's quite a lot of visual glitches in the PS5 one. Maybe because it was not the native app.
But it wasn't there the first time.
Score. To be fair, I feel like there's been more glitches since the last update.
An ornate butterfly. Why do I feel that's not...
Oops. Sorry, Marianne. I feel like it's important as well.
Strange. It's like feelings etched into the wall.
Oh, a mask.
This looks eerily familiar.
She just puts on, ah, it's my mask. Okay, back to this world.
The dollhouse. It's open. It looks like a replica of the actual house.
So let's put the mirror here.
Strange. It feels like something shifted. I knew it. The dollhouse, the mirrors, it's all connected.
Nice.
This room feels
So we can zip zap around the
like I
house.
shouldn't be here. Wait. I don't think this
A
belongs
fish. Another thing to cut. They like X-Ax. From Alien.
Hey,
Another ornate butterfly.
another one of those butterflies.
I hate you. All of you.
It's a very clean pillow.
None of you know. None of you understand.
I do.
Another mask. Were those the friends Satnus talked about?
I'm pretty sure that was the tall monster whispering to her.
There's something underneath.
Time to do a nice knife shimmy down the middle of this. Come on, cut it a little bit faster. Just a wee bit. Okay.
What is this?
Okay, this is what the masks
Tea
are for.
party with the devil?
I know. I understand. I can feel your pain.
What the hell?
We can show them. We can make them understand.
So she spoke to the monster. And that's what her friends were, in inverted commas. I'm guessing it somehow coerced her. Because surely nobody would willingly summon a monster.
This room, it feels very familiar.
Is this her room, maybe?
I don't need her. She took my mom away from me. I hate her. I wish she was dead.
Lily, No, it was not my fault. What the hell's happening to me? And another one.
Ah, the last of the butterflies. Which sounds like an anime movie somehow.
Hope that's the last of them.
Okay. I've got 4 butterflies now. By this game's average, I must be able to complete the puzzle.
4 slots. I guess that means 4 butterflies.
Well, I've got just the thing for that. And this one. This one. This one. And this one.
Save yourself. Let me help you.
What about her?
Leave her. Let her burn.
Oh God. That's 3. This place is like an emotional graveyard.
The graveyard of emotions sounds like a vending machine in Bioshock, somehow. The circus of value. Can't remember what the one for ammo was called. Okay. So, now we can put in all the masks, and I guess it sounds like Lily blamed Marianne for the mother dying and considered leaving her in the fire at the behest of this monster.
But I can't leave her here. She'll die.
Remember, Mommy? It's all her fault.
No, no, no. She's my
Yes.
sister.
Yes, it is.
Set me free. And I will save you both.
No.
Ah! Shit!
I almost didn't react fast enough there. I might have died.
That thing. It came from her. Bought
Okay,
its
so
way out
the monster's
with
from
our
Lily.
lives.
No, it wasn't me.
Lily.
Why would you summon the monster?
I need to find her.
What have we got in the basement? Today's her birthday, 2702. It always brings me back to that moment, the first time I saw her. That wonderful tiny creature. All the time. I'd do it. Oh, at the time, I'd do anything just to be her dad. To silence that other part of me. And now I'm desperately trying to bring it back. To help her. To save her. I think I finally figured out a way. It's risky, but it's our only chance. If it fails, no, it will work. It has to work. So I guess these are Thomas's notes. He's out there somewhere, that much I know. Hell, the fact I'm sitting here writing this and not drooling in the corner is proof enough. I just gotta find him. Funny, I always wanted to be alone. The only one. Now I'm starting to think there was never really 2 of us. Maybe we're always just 2 sides of the same coin. Either way, I need him. I need myself to save her. So, I'm guessing the otherworld version of him is lost at the moment. Ah, and we have a whispering shoe.
Tell me about the fire, Lily. You were locked in, alone?
No. We were not alone.
No? Who else was there?
The voice. I didn't invite it, but it came anyway.
Oh, Lily.
There doesn't seem to be anything.
Okay, so what else is hiding out in this basement?
Daddy? Where is Marianne?
She needs to stay at the hospital a while longer.
Will she be alright? I want to see her.
She's asleep, honey. The doctors aren't sure when she's gonna wake up.
I was in a coma. That's why I couldn't remember anything.
So, I mean, it sounds like her sister did actually want to save her by the end. Just syringe.
Lily, listen. You have to come with me now.
Daddy? Where are you taking me?
I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry.
Thomas. What the hell did you do to her?
That really makes it look like he got rid of her, huh? She's sick, but it's not physical. Sorry, I didn't realize that was the same sentence. He was right. That terrible night. Something has awakened. Something was born inside her. It's eating her from the inside, preying on her strength. Her little body withers. I have to do something. We need to do something. Is that maybe why she only has one arm? In her spirit form? I wonder.
Barely legible. But I can still make out some of it.
Receipt. Matter of time. Watch shop. Krakow. Grodska Street. Order 342. Date 14/4/1976. Crack out the old faithful bolt cutters.
A lot of love was put into this. But there's sadness, too.
Okay, there's nothing whispering about it. 10 years. Time flies, huh? Here's a little something to help keep track. '76. And a crack in the wall.
Jesus, this thing is serious. Looks like it's military.
A number pad.
Solid steel. Combination lock.
I mean, doesn't everyone have this in their basement?
Mm-hmm. We don't have a basement.
We have a downstairs flat owned by someone else. Is that our basement? Ah, 66, because it's the 10th anniversary. And now we're in a weird bunker. Uh-oh.
Not you! Where were you? This doesn't end here. It all ends in me.
Shit! What will it take to get rid of that fucking thing?
This is like the start of a new level, and given that it's just about to turn 10, I am going to end it here, I believe. It's done. They'll never know. They can never know. They wouldn't understand. They would never forgive me. But they are safe. That's what matters. Separation is the only way. Definitely. And with that, thank you very much for tuning in. part 4, and potentially the final part. I mean, this looks like a sort of bunker level. Don't see where it can go after that. That'll be on Wednesday, I think, around about the same time as today. Until then, everybody have a fantastic time, and I'll see you for the next stream.